In today's strength circuit, as always, let's go ahead and start with that warm up. Bringing those arms straight up and down. Making sure you have a water bottle, towel if you need to. And as always, if you have those weights, feel free to add them, even if they aren't dumbbells, water bottles, whatever it may be. Go ahead, swing those arms left to right. Squeeze those shoulder blades back. The way I've classed that up today, we have our 6 main exercises for upper body and lower body. We will be doing those 1 round, 4 sets per exercise, starting with 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest, and then bringing it down 5 seconds. So 40 and 20, 35, 25, and then that final set will be 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Go ahead, bring those legs out. We are coming down for that hamstring stretch in 3, 2, 1. Bring it straight down. Feel that pull in the back of your hamstrings. Keep those legs nice and straight. Go ahead, squat it down nice and low, hands up like a prayer. Pushing those those knees out with your elbows. And then go ahead, bring those arms overhead, stand on up to repeat. Hands down, legs nice and straight, hamstring stretch. Go ahead, bring that squat nice and low, hands up, push those knees out. Arms overhead, stand on up. Last time, we're bending down. Bring it down nice and low, nice deep squat. Push those knees out, open up the hips. And then arms overhead, stand back up. We are coming down, hands down, jumping those feet back into that high plank. Lower the hips down to the ground. Bring them up. Step that right foot forward into that hip flexor pulse. And then step the left foot forward. Go ahead, jump both feet back in. Bring it back down, hands down. Jump the feet back. Lower the hips, raise it up, right foot, and then left foot. Jump it back in, final time, hands down, jump it back, lower those hips down, stretch out the lower back, raise it up, right foot, and then left. Go ahead, bring it back in, stand on up. That is our warm up. I'm gonna go ahead, demo our 5 exercises for this upper body, lower body movement. We'll be starting with that Romanian deadlift. Hips, shoulders, feet apart. Keeping that back nice and straight, shoulder blades pressed back. You're hinging at those hips, pushing the butt backwards. Again, making sure those legs are slightly bent. You're bringing it back down to about your halfway shin, feeling that pull in the hamstrings, and then you're going to power up and then just do a shoulder press. Whether you have weights or not, I still want you to do it, making sure as you press up, you're not arching that back. Keep it nice and straight, a good pelvic tilt. Then our second exercise will be down on the ground. We have a renegade row to a push-up. So you're rowing each arm up, coming down into a push-up. Obviously, if you have those weights, you'll hold on to it, and then you're bringing it down for that push-up. Third exercise will be stepping it back into that reverse lunge, bringing your arms out wide into that lateral raise. As you raise those out, keep those arms slightly bent Again, whether or not you have those weights. And then fourth exercise, arms out wide. We're gonna swing our arms around head. Bring it down to a side lunge, swing it around the other way, come down to that other side for those side lunges, alternating. And then our final exercise, we are sitting on the ground, forearms down, one foot, you're pressing up into that tricep push-up, bringing those hips up to that single leg hip thrust, and you're alternating feet to alternate which glute you're really focusing on with each hip thrust. We're gonna go ahead, get started with that Romanian deadlift, 2 hammer curls, shoulder press. If you have those weights, go ahead, pick them up. We are getting started. Remember, it's 4 sets per exercise, 45 seconds of work to start with. In 3, 2, 1, go ahead and start. You're hinging those hips, powering up into that shoulder press. As you're doing that hammer curl in between that shoulder press, so your palms should be facing towards your shins in that RDL. And then as you press up for that shoulder press, the palms are facing in towards each other. You have 15 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Remember, our time is only going down, so now we have 40 seconds of work with 20 seconds of rest. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge the hips down, power it up. "25 seconds to go." "5 seconds, one more breath. Go ahead and rest. 20 seconds of rest. We are now working our way down. 35 seconds of work, 25 seconds of rest, 10 seconds. So stand in position, feet shoulder width apart, knees slightly bent. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge the hips down. Press it up. As you guys may have noticed, I started incorporating a little bit more of those secondary movements. That's a little bit easier to do with those weights. So I don't want you to feel like you have to have weights to be doing this. Like I said, you can always grab a water bottle, even if it's a pound. That's still an extra pound that you didn't have before. Canned goods, whatever it may be. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We have one final set before we move on to those push-ups. 4th set, 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. Shortest work time, longest rest time. Getting started in 10 seconds. Have those feet apart, knees slight bent. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Hinge down. Feel the pull in your hamstrings. Ten seconds left. Final rep. Go ahead and rest. Bring it down to the ground. We're coming down into that high plank. You're rowing that arm straight up, keeping that elbow by your side. One on each side, lowering it down into that push-up. If you have the weights, you're using those. rowing it up. We're getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Bring those arms up. Squeeze the shoulder blade back. Lower down into that push-up. If you need to, you can row in that normal high plank. And then if you need to modify that push-up, you can drop it down to the knees and then do that push-up and then bring them back up for that row. 10 seconds left. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Short 15 seconds. Starting back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Row it up. Bring it down into that push-up. Don't let those elbows flare too wide. You want a nice 45-degree angle. Ten seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Grab that water if you need to. Stay hydrated. We're down 35 seconds of work now. In 7 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Ten seconds. Go ahead and rest. One final set of these. 30 seconds of work, and we're standing back up to those reverse lunges. Whew. Catch your breath. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. We're getting started. 7 seconds in position. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Knees up. Roll those arms, elbows by the side. We only have 10 seconds left. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We are standing on up, stepping it back into that reverse lunge. Nice 90-degree angles with both legs. That front leg shouldn't be forward. Nice and back nice and straight. And then you're raising those arms up into that lateral raise. Whew, 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Raise the arms up. Keep those shoulder blades pressed back. Squeeze the scapula together as you raise those arms. Keep those arms at a slight bent, not fully extended. Raising it only as high as shoulder level. 10 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. Second set in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Bring those arms up. Up at shoulder height. Arms with a slight bent. Shoulder blades back. Back nice and flat. As always, when you come down into that lunge, make sure that forward leg, that knee's being pushed out. Don't let it cave in. Go ahead and rest. 15 seconds, 35-second set. Go ahead, pick those weights up if you have them in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. Bring those arms up like you're flying. We have 15 seconds, more than halfway done. Go ahead and rest. We have one final set before you move on to those side lunges. 30 seconds of work, our shortest time. Weights up, in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it back. We have 10 seconds. Final time we're doing this exercise. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. You only need one dumbbell or weight for this one. Your feet open, wider than hip width, toes pointed forward. You're swinging arms right around over your head, down into that side lunge, and then swinging it in that opposite direction, down onto that opposite leg. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it around, bring it down, swing it back the other way, down on that left leg. So you're going left to right, down on the right leg, right to left, down on that left leg. Just getting in a little extra shoulder work along with working your inner thighs in those lunges. Make sure to push that butt back in that side lunge. Go ahead and rest. Nice and short, 10 seconds. Weights up. In 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around. Going right to left, down on that right leg. And then left to right, down on that right leg. We have 15 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. 2 more sets. Grab some water if you need to. Whew. 35 seconds, weights up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it around, bring it down. Keep those toes pointed mostly forward. You have 15 seconds left, more than halfway. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Weights down if you have one. We have one final set before we move on to our last exercise of this circuit. And as always, we get a nice 9-minute core circuit after. Weights up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing the arms around. We have 10 seconds left. Final time we're doing this exercise. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down to the ground. Tricep press to a single leg hip thrust. So your feet are flat. You're on your forearms. Just one foot. You're pressing it straight up and lifting the hips up and then switching legs. Making sure as you come up into that hip thrust, that leg should be at that 90 degrees. I don't want it too far back or too far forward. You want that nice, good 90 degrees. We are getting started. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up and lift the hips up. Switch feet. You can either switch every 2 or 3, or you can switch every other just to make sure you have it even. Making sure as you come up and down into that tricep press, you're keeping those elbows tucked in. Don't let it flare out. Keep all that weight in those arms. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. We have 3 more sets. Lay it back down. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press it up. Lift the hips up. Only lifting the hips to make that nice straight line. Do not overextend. Squeeze those glutes at the top. Think about the muscles you're working. Your triceps, back of the arms, and the glutes, your butt. Mind muscle connection. You got 10 seconds. Go ahead and rest. 2 more sets before a nice long 60-second break in between heading into our core. We got 10 seconds. Lay it back on your forearms. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. You have 15 seconds. Go ahead and rest. One final 30-second set. Catch your breath. Get in position on your forearms in 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up. Our final set in this upper body, lower body circuit. That's number 15. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. You have 60 seconds. Grab some water, towel off. I'm going to demonstrate our 3 core exercises. We are starting laying on our backs. We just have leg drops. So if you don't have a weight, you can just keep your hands by your side. If you do have a weight, hold it over your chest. We're just lowering your legs down and up. As you lower down, do it nice, slow, and controlled. Keep that back nice and flat. Only lower as far as you can while you maintain a flat back to the ground. Second exercise, you are sitting up, twisting, and then bringing it back down, and then alternating which side you're twisting with each sit-up. And then our third and final exercise, you're doing single leg V-ups, bringing your hands and one leg up, lifting your head and shoulders off the ground. Again, if you have that weight, feel free to hold it. We're gonna go ahead and get started. Instead of doing 4 sets like we just did with our last circuit, it is only 3 sets. So that's 45, 40, and 35 seconds of work. We are getting started with that leg drop. Lay on your back, legs extended, straight up. Keep that pelvic tilt, lower back, nice and flat. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and start. 45 seconds of work. Lower it down. Nice, slow, and controlled. Resist that urge to arch your back. Only dropping down as low as you can before it starts to arch. Again, if you have that weight, feel free to hold it in your hands straight over your chest. We got 10 seconds. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. 2 more sets of these. 40 seconds of work this time. Same exercise. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower it down. Ten seconds. Go ahead and rest. We have one final set. 35 seconds of work. Same exercise. Go ahead, bring those legs up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Fifteen seconds left. Final time doing this exercise. 5 seconds, give me one more. 2, 1. Go ahead, place those feet flat, hands by your chest. You're gonna sit up and then extend those arms, rotate it to one side, and then lower it back down, and then rotate to that other side. Getting started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up, rotate it to one side, bring it back down. 15 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. Second set, 40 seconds of work. Same exercise. Arms extended. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit up. Lift those head and shoulders off the ground. Make sure to keep your chin off your chest as you sit up. Do not tuck it in. 10 seconds left. Go ahead and rest. 20 seconds. Final set. 35 seconds of work. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. Rotate it. Bring it back down. Ten seconds left. Go ahead and rest. Lay on your backs. Arms and legs extended. You're gonna sit up, hands and head and shoulders off the ground. Raise up one leg, bring it back down, and then raise up the other into that single leg V up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit it up. If you want to challenge yourself, you can keep both the feet off the ground when you lay back. Otherwise, you can keep the heels down and continue alternating those legs. Ten seconds. Go ahead and rest. We only have 2 sets left. 1:45 of class left. Woo. Go ahead. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sit on up. Twenty seconds left. 2, 1. Go ahead and rest. Our final set, 35 seconds of work, and then we are done. Go ahead, lay on back. We are sitting up in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it up. Ten seconds left. Go ahead and rest. That is our workout. As always, make sure you focus on that breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the mouth. We're gonna go ahead and get started laying on our stomachs with those arms and legs extended, arms out to the side, legs extended down. We are gonna go ahead, bring that left hand next to our chest, push off, bringing that left leg behind the right, just laying on that right shoulder. You can keep your head down. We're just gonna stretch out that right shoulder. Taking a nice big inhale. And then go ahead and exhale. Go ahead, roll it back onto your chest. Extend that left leg or left arm out. Bring that right hand in. Push off. Right leg behind the left. Laying on your left shoulder now. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, roll back onto your stomach. We are going to bring that left hand into your chest. Press it on up into that upward dog. And then go ahead and look over that left shoulder. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead, lower it back down, chest on the ground. We're gonna press back up in 3, 2, 1. Press on up, extend those arms, and look over your right shoulder. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead and look forward. We're gonna bring the hips back into that child's pose position. Butt on your heels, arms extended, chin to chest. Go ahead, take that right hand, flip it over and bring it across and under your left arm, palm facing up. And then you're just gonna place that left palm on top of the right, making sure that weight in your hips is distributed evenly. I don't want you shifting one side or the other. You should be looking towards the left. In 3, 2, 1. Bring your left arm back overhead and then your right. We're switching sides, so flip that left hand over, bring it across and under the right, and then place that right palm on your left. Head looking to the right. Hips nice and even. 3, 2, 1. Bring the right hand back and then the left. Keeping your palms on the ground, we're gonna slide our hands forward by pushing those hips up into the air. Forehead on the ground, you're pressing that chest down into the floor. Stretch out your shoulders. Next, we're going to drop those forearms down, interlock your hands and pick them up overhead, so just your elbow and forehead are on the ground. Stretch out those triceps again by pressing that chest down into the ground, hips in the air. Keep those elbows as close to your head as you can. Three, 2, 1. Drop the hands back down, release them. Elbows up. You're gonna slide those hands back in, lift your forehead off the ground. You're going to step that left foot forward into a hip flexor stretch. Lean into it as much as you need to feel that in your right hip. And then go ahead, pick that left hand up off the ground, twist towards the left, shoulders stacked on top of each other. We're gonna bring that hand behind us in 3, 2, 1. Bring it back so that it's horizontal. And then you're gonna kick that right foot up and try to reach for that ankle with your left hand. Right hand still on the ground to support you. Feel that quad stretch in your right thigh. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, release slowly. Lower that foot back. Swing that arm back around onto the ground. We're gonna bring that knee up off the ground, and then we're just gonna twist that hip so that your right hip is touching the ground. You might need to rotate that other foot out to the side a little bit. Totally fine. And then in 3, 2, 1, bring it back up. Drop that knee back down. Step that left foot back. You're back into that starting position, hands and knees. We're gonna step that right foot forward into that hip flexor. Lean into it. And then go ahead, right hand off the ground. Twist to the right, bring it in the air, shoulders on top of each other. We're gonna bring that hand behind us in 3, 2, 1. Drop it back, nice horizontal. Kick that left leg up. Reach for that ankle with your right hand. Feel that stretch going down the left quad. Three, 2, 1. Go ahead, release. Bring that right hand back. Kick the knee up. And then we're twisting that hip down to the left, onto the ground. 3, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Drop that knee down. Step that right foot back. We're going to walk our hands back to our knees. We're going to sit onto the ground, keeping that right leg in. We're kicking that left leg out to the side. And we are just going to swing that right arm over. Feel that going down that right side of your lower back. Three, 2, 1. Sit back up nice and tall, keeping our legs how they are. You're just going to swing that left foot forward, right foot still in. Fold it forward into that left hamstring stretch. And then we're going to slowly roll up in 3, 2, 1. Bring it up nice and slow. We're going to switch legs, so that right leg's going out to the side, left leg in, left arm coming completely overhead, nice and extended. Three, 2, 1. Bring it back up. Swing that right leg forward. Fold it forward. Hamstring stretch. We're going to roll it up in 3, 2, 1. Roll up nice and slowly. And then we're going to bring the bottom of our feet together into a butterfly. Last stretch we're going to do are some neck rolls. So we're going to go left to right first. As you go down center and bring it back, I want you to inhale. As you go back to the right down center, I want you to exhale out through your nose or your mouth. So bring that chin down to your chest. We're going to inhale in 3, 2, 1. Inhale back. Nice and slow. And then exhale forward. Out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. We're going to do one more. Inhale. And then go ahead, exhale. We're going to reverse it now. So going right to left. We're inhaling to the back. Tilting towards that right. Going forward to the left. Exhale. Got 2 more. Inhale. And then exhale. Last one. Inhale, nice and slow. And then go ahead, exhale, nice and slow. Chin still to chest. We're going to inhale up. Look up to the sky. And then exhale, relaxing everything. That is all I have. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys, in this extra session. I hope you enjoyed.